Well, hello, fuckers. Good morning. Happy Friday, March 14th. Um, yeah, I decided to do a live in the middle of the night. I got really preoccupied doing other stuff. So, um, most importantly, catching the bloody moon. The full moon, lunar eclipse. Go look at it outside right now. That's why I stayed up all night, was to go look at the moon. Um, I highly recommend you go outside and check it out. Let me do a little bit of production stuff here. I have to change how I do things a little bit. What I do want to do is drop a link in case anyone's out there and they want to talk about the moon or something. I know it's quiet. That's why I decided to go live. I also, people are like, oh, going live at 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, first of all, go look at, again, the bloody moon, lunar eclipse outside. Second of all, it's witching hours. So welcome to the Little Witchy Woman show tonight. I will be your hostess. I will try to stay awake for at least an hour. The link is out there. Again, I hope my microphone sounds good. I was hearing people talk about my microphone, so hopefully it's doing something if people are talking about it, right? It must be doing something. So there's the link. Should I pin it? I don't know. Let's pin it. Okay. So welcome everyone to the Little Witchy Woman's show. What has everyone been up to? I kind of like hiding in the middle of the night. It's fun. It's mysterious. Blood moon. Significance. Anyone want to share? Anyone in chat? Anyone want to come up? The link is out there. I didn't get my binoculars out. I did go outside and look at it, and I think I heard the coyotes howling. Got a little freaked out because there was a coyote on the lake the other day, on the frozen lake. And they had to come in and rescue it off the lake. So I heard some howling outside because it's a full moon, everyone. And I also like staying up this late because there's an owl outside that not hides, but is in the pine tree behind me. I think I've shared pictures of this owl before. So I like to hear them at like 3 o'clock in the morning too. But again, friendly reminder, go look at the moon. I should make a banner. Go look at the moon, everyone. Can I put little moon emojis? If I could communicate in all emojis and GIFs, I totally could. Like, why not? All right, let's make you a little. Oh no, I don't want you to do that. We want you to be a ticker. Okay. Is anyone still out there? Safe now. There you go. If you're still out there, stop. Go look at the moon. Go look at the moon. So I hope everyone is well out there in YouTube land. Still not going live like I used to. But it's nice to go live and have my own channel and have my own show and not have someone and people run up here and try to take over and do stuff. So it's nice to be able to have my own type of content creation and do whatever I want and not give a fuck what people think about what I do. So, but it's kind of free. It's liberating. That's okay. We could just relax now. So I've been busy. I've been a little stressed out the past couple of days. I don't want to talk politics. I don't mind talking about politics, primarily American politics. So I'll just kind of say this. This country is fucked. It's so fucked right now. Holy shit. And I typically like to talk politics with Americans. I have a very different viewpoint than most people do. People have called me a socialist or a liberal or whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck. I just care about humans. I'm a humanitarian. I don't mind talking about politics. So I've been a little stressed out. It's sad hearing everything happening. Gosh, people's First Amendment being stripped away, and their citizenship, and or their right to be legally and lawfully in a country. That's just really heartbreaking. Again, I have a love-hate relationship with this country. Very different view than most people have. And I'm not afraid to talk about it. It does not make me anti-patriotic. It absolutely does not make me anti-American. It is a epitome of being American to be able to voice your opinion and what you feel and think. And I've said it before. Yes, Mr. B, I'm so glad you're here. I did. That is why I stayed up, because I caught the full lunar eclipse, and now it's obviously showing again. So I had to stay up for it, Mr. B. Yes. And most appropriately, it's witching hour. So yeah, it is amazing. Did you get a telescope out? I was gonna get my binoculars out, but it's also kind of eerie being outside at like 2:53 in the morning with binoculars or telescope. I did hear some coyotes howling though. Yeah, it is amazing. My camera did not do a very well job capturing it, but that's okay. Like, I don't need to take photos. I don't need to do astro, photography. I just do street photography like this in the background, but yeah, I didn't want to. And I'm also guilty. I do have a nice camera. I have a Nikon with a telescopic lens. But the problem is I don't have a tripod. Trying to really take a good picture at nighttime, you need a still hand or a tripod. Yeah, upload your pic. Oh my gosh. I don't want to share what I took a picture of because I was also lazy. I took it through the window. I know how sacrilegious. Hey, Hebrew, welcome. It's Friday, so Shabbat Shalom. It's a full moon outside. Go check it out if you haven't, please. We're nerding out, talking about astronomy. witchy stuff, you know, why not? It's 3:47 in the morning. Um, oh, so yeah, I was getting stressed out a little bit, politics and what it's like to be an immigrant or a migrant, and or even if you're traveling as an American, because sometimes what other countries will do, especially with these great tariff wars happening and um, you know, all that great stuff that America is going through right now. Other countries will get pissed off at your country and revolt in some fashion and manner, or, I'm not going to say embargoes. Like, what? Are we the only country that does embargoes? I don't know. But um, countries will be like, F you, USA, and decide to close borders or not to trade or send anything. The economy will go freaking, oh my gosh. We're seeing effects of certain things happening now. Food, um, cost. The cost of things are going to go up. And it's great. Yes, let's support America, American made. Absolutely. But we still need people to invest in those jobs and work in those, work those jobs. And most of those jobs are going to be jobs that people don't want. Um, I don't know. Anywho, so yeah, I've been stressed out about citizenship and immigration stuff, predominantly because I'm traveling. And that's the other reason why I'm up at like 3:49, because in a week, I will be on my way to Auckland, New Zealand. I'm going to a fucking adventure to the southern hemisphere that's going to take forever to get to. And that country, New Zealand, needed a visa. So I had to apply for a visa. Right? And that's not intimidating seeing what's happening with other people who have like visas or green cards who are legally able to go and be in countries um, and exercise constitutional rights in some capacity. You're still protected by the Constitution of the United States of America. Um, So yeah, I was kind of freaking out. Like, I didn't want to fill out a visa. Another reason I didn't want to fill out the visa is because I think I mentioned this before. They ask you typical questions that are on your passport, and it asks what country you're born in. And the country I was born in no longer exists. So I had a really hard time selecting the country for the visa to New Zealand, and I also thought to myself, "Oh shit, it's gonna fucking red flag me." Um, so like the stress of that, and coming to grips with that is the only choice I have is to pick that country, because the other country that I was born in is obsolete. Um, so I grappled with that for a week or two. And then I finally got to a point I was like, "Holy shit, I better do a visa now because I'm about a little over a week out, and, the visa takes 72 hours, 3 days turnaround time." And, I was like, "Well, let me just at least do it a week out in case I'm denied entry into New Zealand for some reason, and I could cancel my trip." Like, I was like, that was a reality, a harsh reality I had to face. Um, and long story short, I got approved. So now it's weird. I'm getting immigration emails from New Zealand that I actually have to read because they're like, in order for me to go through customs and declaration, you have to know a few laws because there are things you can't bring in, and um, they are very particular in New Zealand. There's a show, I don't know if it was on TLC or something, where it's all the customs patrol, like at the airports, and they always show the custom agents and what is it called? Inspection agents in New Zealand, in Australia, and they're so strict. They're so strict. Like, I would be afraid to bring, I don't know, I just don't want to bring anything. But things are really expensive in New Zealand, but that's how you stimulate an economy, right? So I was approved for my visa. Um, that's kind of really elating. But again, there's a week before the world might change, and New Zealand could be like, fuck you, America. And there's always that. I don't know. But long story short, I am really lucky to have an American passport. Um, it's a privilege, and I take advantage of it. I, again, have said the country that I was born in, the country that I came from. As a woman, I wouldn't have much right to do anything, even show my hair, which it's March. I'm going to whisper this because I want you guys to listen closely. Haters out there, oh, let me go. I hope everyone read Go Look at the Moon. I hope my microphone sounds okay. I'm going to change the banner for a minute because why not? I'm still getting used to StreamYards. Every time I log on, there's something new, and I had new scenes, a demo scene. I don't know. I can't keep up with this, but so we are going to. What do I want to tell everyone right now? Okay, we're going to do this for a minute. We're going to do a little girls to the front action. If you know, you know. Come in a little closer. Come in. I'm not going to do anything fucking shady and like blow people's earphones and ear shit. I'm not. We'll talk stupid shit in a minute. It's March is Women's History Month. I am very lucky to have an American passport and to have the great rights that I have in the United States of America. I do. There's so much more here I can do, and so much more of a life I can live, including holding a blue passport. Did you know passport colors matter? Yeah. I'm really lucky. And I take advantage of that. As much as I take advantage of freedom of speech, it's really important to me. First Amendment. Activist shit. Super important. So March is Women's History Month. Um, I was trying to do a little plug to Detroit here. Detroit. This photo here on the screen is taken in Detroit. I like this photo a lot. Off with her head as you have a queen in the background. Can anyone guess what queen is it? Is it the Queen of Hearts? Is it the Queen of Spades? There's a lot I like about this piece. It alludes kind of to Alice in Wonderland, maybe, when the Queen of Roses, right, screams off with her head. I don't know. It also harkens to me of France a little bit with the guillotine. And I want to say Marie Antoinette. Detroit was French based, French founded. And so I just wanted to use this photo off with her head, because there's a woman there. You don't see women in art a lot. I don't want to talk about art. I'm going to save my art talk for another night, but I am still working on an art project. This image might be a part of that art project, maybe. This piece does have a proper title too. I'll share that title another day. But let me see, Mr. B. Hopefully you're still here. I know it's very late or early for some. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go here for a minute. I'm going to look at it, Mr. B. Oh, wow. That is amazing. Amazing. I'm going to type amazing. What did you take that with? I don't know if you're still here, but I would love to know what you captured that with. Is it a long exposure? Do you do manual? Do you do speed? Is it, do you just capture the image through a telescope? I would love to share it, but I also don't want to, Queen of Hearts. Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. I think I have an image of behind the support beams there, but it has to be the Queen of Hearts. That image is amazing, Mr. B. If you're here, please tell me how you captured that. The only really, really good image of the moon I've captured was when I was in Hawaii and I was at the observatory. And they had the telescopes out at nighttime, and you could go there and observe the night sky. And again, I took astronomy, and I have a huge, huge, huge affinity for the night sky. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Mauna Kea Observatory. Absolutely. And the best picture I've ever gotten is I took a photograph through the telescope there. Again, not too good with my telescopic lens. I need a tripod, but then it's like still exposure, and I like to do manual setup for my shit. And depending where you are at nighttime with night pollution and getting focus and stuff is sometimes really, really challenging. Oh, okay. Is that attached to your phone? Like you took it through your phone? That's pretty cool. I don't even want to take my camera out and take pictures right now. Although I probably should go look at the moon because it's becoming, it's crescenting, whatever, right now. So, okay, yeah. Reminder, go look at the moon. Welcome to my Marches Women History. Oh, there were a couple more things I want to say about Detroit. How Detroit is a huge city for activism, civil rights. And since it is March History Month, and I was going to go live yesterday because it was 3/13, which is also known as 3/13 Detroit Day. But my song here, Dancing in the Street by Martha and the Vandells, Martha Reeves, Motown. So I really wanted to elevate the importance of not only activism, but women in Detroit. Martha Reeves did use Dancing in the Street as kind of a anthem for First Amendment protest. She's an amazing, amazing woman. She, go listen to Motown shit. Seriously. So we have Martha Reeves, Martha Vandells. That's what my song and title of this live is about. Song is used for activism. I also want to talk about Rosa Parks a little bit. Rosa Parks moved to Detroit after she left Alabama. And I think that's kind of a really important story there, not only for Detroit, but like the North versus the South kind of thing. Because the importance of activism through civil rights and segregation was something Rosa Parks stood for. And after things happened in Montgomery, she came to Detroit, and she did a lot of amazing stuff here. She was the administrative assistant for John Conyers, a little Detroit, Michigan politics history over here too. But Rosa Parks did spend the rest of her life in Detroit. And the area in which the Detroit Transit Center is, it was previously named, I think, 12th Street, a little Detroit history again. They renamed it Rosa Parks Avenue. And I drive by that every time. The transit station in Detroit on Rosa Parks Avenue. Rosa Parks did die in Detroit. Going kind of into the civil rights history of Detroit too. Segregation played a huge part of Detroit's history and identity. With white flight, the city burned down. We like to say Detroit rises from the ashes like a phoenix. You'll never put out our light. And Detroit's been through a lot. We have the Motor City, the big three. I just have to give a shout out to Ford Motor Vehicles, motor vehicle, whatever. Headquartered and based right here in Michigan, Motor City. Ford Motor Company was the only motor company that did not need a buyout or save. giving Americans job, building American cars kind of. We'll talk about like, are they really built here? Get the parts, where do they come from? All the great secret auto industry stuff, if anyone is interested in that. That's a little Detroit history. Henry Ford. But yeah, Rosa Parks. She died in Detroit. And we could talk about a lot of other great Detroit women. But yes, yesterday was 313 Detroit Day. Motor City, Hitsville, USA. Absolutely. If you're ever in Detroit, go check it out. You could go into Studio 1 to AB, depending where you are, and actually sing and dance to the backtrack recording of whatever song you want. That is on a Motown label. I think last time I was there, the group of guys decided to do, I don't know what they did. What was that? Four Tops or something. I don't know. Ooh, but I don't want to divert from speaking about women. But Smokey Robinson. Oh, come on. Smokey Robinson. Oh, his voice, Motel. Come on. Anyways, I'm going to pop in chat for a minute and see what's happening. Yes, Mr. B, that moon photo is amazing. Oh, Prime is here. Welcome, Prime. You were attacked by one of those polar... No, Prime. I don't think they speak French where you are, but suis désolé. Au pauvre premier en français. Comment s'appelles-tu? Premier, prime et primifie. I don't know. The link is out there if anyone wants to come out. As again tonight, this morning actually, Friday, March 14th, 4:10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, Standard Time. I don't know if it's EDT, EST, whatever. Where I am in the country is on the east coast of North America, predominantly the United States, the great country of the US of A, America. Yeah, it's been a long day for me too, Mr. B. But thanks for coming by and sharing your eclipse picture. Everyone go click on that eclipse picture and go like it. You better like it because that is the moon that everyone gets tonight and this morning. Whether you like it or not, Mother Nature's large and in charge. Why? Because girls rule and girls rule. Girls drool. I mean, whatever. I do drool when I'm sleeping. I'm not like a precious sleeper. Boys drool, girls rule. Mother Nature, the moon. Prime, the link is there. Don't be sad. What did the polar bear do to you? Do you want to tell us about your experience, Prime? That's very sad. You didn't have the polar bear repellent? Prime, I'm tending not to believe you right now. Sacre bleu. Ce n'est pas possible. All right, so it's 4:12. I got about 8 more minutes in me, give or take. Really. The other reason why I want to go live is because I'm trying to adjust to a different time zone right now, where I cannot believe that the current time zone of that country. Let me see. It would help if I put my glasses on to see what I'm freaking typing. Oh, so beautiful. It's 9:12 p.m. there right now. I can't wrap my head around the difference in the time zone at all. It's tomorrow. Wait, no, it's today. It's so confusing. It's Friday, March 14th, 9:12 p.m. Yeah, it's really confusing. I don't know how I'm going to do the maths to figure it out. I'm just going to have some kind of technology to tell me what time it is. But I'm very excited for the weather because it's in the 70s there right now. And I will take that over. I think it's like 32 outside right now where I am. It's currently 65, but it's 9:12 in the evening, 9 whatever, 13 now. I'm wanting to know if the water stays relatively warm, um, especially on the North Island. The South Island is where they have the mountains and the snow, which is weird. But I guess it's not weird because it's closer to Antarctica when you think about it. But like being in the South Pacific over there and those, I gotta learn what the seas and oceans are. It's not the Tasman. The Tasman Sea is off of Australia. It's not the South Pacific. I don't know. I'll figure it out before I go. But I wonder if those waters stay relatively warm. I know that there's no polar bears there though, so that's good. Prime. Would you be concerned if I went to somewhere for polar bears? I'll go to where the polar bears are. Can I please do ASMR? Like ASMR, the YouTube guy? Your voice is perfect for ASMR. I don't know about that. It's a microphone. Just get a microphone. Technology. I'm gonna put this up here for just a hot minute. I'm getting used to like all this production shit. Um, it's not. It's sometimes it's technology. It's sometimes people are awake at like 4:15 in the morning and they're delirious and think they're like things sound good because it's a dreamlike state. Sometimes when it's late in the morning, you're like, did I say that? Or did I hear something? Or it's like REM. Did anyone used to ever sleep with earphones on? Worst thing to do. Don't ever recommend it. Especially when you have crazy YouTubers that scream in the mic like seal sounds. Have you guys heard that seal sound one? It's a really good one. If anyone has that seal sound one link, drop it right now. Drop it like it's hot. You know which one I'm talking about. Where some arty guy goes, oh, oh, oh. I'm not gonna do it because I can't take away the thunder. I cannot I cannot take away the thunderbolts and lightning from that guy. That guy has a very good seal sound. Yeah. Um There's a link. I'm gonna have about 4 minutes left in me. If you get what I'm putting down, 4:20, because it's 4:20 somewhere. But when it's 4:20 here on the Eastern time zone, the same time zone as New York City, and what other big East Coast states? Boston. I don't want to do a Boston accent. I haven't nailed down my Boston accent yet. No, that's like sorry, that was my New York. Oh God, I'm confused. New York accent, whatever. Boston, same time zone as Boston, same time zone as Toronto. Oh, same time zone. Okay, let's do our uh shout out for our Canadians. Any crazy Canucks out there? We know we have one Canuck there, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Canada. So it is hockey night in Canada. Yeah. I don't know, is it still hot? It is still hockey season. Yeah, because I saw Buffalo Sabres were playing the other night. Do we have any hockey fans up there? Out there? Well, up there in Canada, yeah, you guys have to be all hockey fans. What do we have? Some Calgary Flame lovers? Do we have Toronto? Oh God, I can't think of the Toronto hockey team. Canadians, help me out. It's not the Blue Jays, that's the baseball team, which I love that Canada has a baseball team. Good for you. Good for you for trying to be like America, yeah. What the fuck is the hockey team over there? Calgary Flames. I'm having a big brain fart in Canadian hockey teams right now. Ooh, someone's in the chat. Let's see what's that. Maple Leafs, Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you. How can I forget? Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Prime, do you accept my apology, please? How could I forget the Maple Leafs? Oh my God, and I'm a Detroiter. I fucking have Windsor right over the fucking Detroit River and shit, you know? Like, how did I forget the Maple Leafs? You're gonna what? Name the other ones? Okay. Montreal Canadiens, right? Are they the Canadiens? Please tell me les, le jeu, is it hockey in French too? Okay, let me do my best French accent. I don't know, my Quebecois accent is not good. The last time I spoke French, I was in Brussels, Belgium, so I have like a really bad Flamand Franc accent. Hold on. Okay. It's not night, so okay, hold on. I have to switch to French brain. Give me un moment, s'il vous plaît. Okay. D'accord. Bon matin, tout le monde. Nous sommes parlé français maintenant parce que nous sommes parlé about how do you say it? Oh God. Comment dit-on about en français? About parce que, par, about, vers. No, that's like relative vers. Sea Bears. No, the Sea Bears hockey team? No. Right now we're talking about hockey team. And since I was going to go over to Quebec and they speak on parle français en Québec, en Montréal, Québec, le jeu hockey, comment dit-on hockey? Hockey en français. Le jeu hockey, God, how do you say team? Tack? No, how do you say team? I think it's it's not the Manitoba Sea Bears. No. Come on, Prime. It's 4:21. It's past my witching hour now, Prime. It's not the Manitoba Sea Bears. What are you talking about? Okay, Français, Canadien. In Montreal, it's the hockey team is the Canadien, isn't it? And then you have Vancouver. Are they the Canucks? Oh my God, what's the Vancouver? The Manitoba Sea Bears are like, what is your, do you guys have like NHL there? What is it called? I know it's very disappointing. I live in Michigan. I live 30 minutes away from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Ontario, not the greatest province. I don't know, I might take the Great Lakes, fine, whatever. fresh water, yes. The only reason why that makes it so special is because it makes Michigan a self-sustainable and like, if there was a Armageddon and apocalypse, I can never say that. Those fucking Greek words always get me. Greek, ugh. Michigan would be self-sufficient. We have fresh water. We're like one of the biggest producers in soy. Not that soy is too great for you, but you could do a lot of shit with soy. We have fish. We have really good fish. Oh my God, white fish in Michigan. I highly recommend that if you are ever near, I'm just going to prop the state of Michigan up a little bit. Yeah, I have a bias because I'm here. It's not a big surprise. But if you're ever in this region, we call it the Great Lakes region. Yeah, okay, shout out Canada over there. But like Canada, if we're going to talk about Ontario, Canada, let's talk about Ontario above like the UP. Do people know like the UP, the Upper Peninsula? We call them Upers. But Willie, where's Hobo Willie? He was talking about the UP, and it is magical and spectacular up there. But, shout out to those Ontario people. What do you call yourselves? Ontarians? I don't know. But yeah, Ontario, not my favorite province up there above the UP. Yeah, much nicer. And you could come around the bend that way, go through the UP, take the long way home, as some people would say it, and come around to Lake Michigan. I would never do it. Like, if I were to do anything, I would take a fucking ferry across Lake Michigan. I've driven to Chicago, and you got Wisconsin over there, and, Wisconsin. I do like Minnesota a lot, though. Minnesota. I was talking about Fargo the other day. I love that accent too. But yeah, I would choose BC over Ontario any day, hands down. I'd like definitely Vancouver over Toronto. The nice thing about that way in Canada, I mean, BC too, but you have like Alaska and like going into the fucking, who wants to live over there in Alaska? That's another story. Oh, wait, okay. You want me to say night-night to you, Prime? Okay, everybody, it's time for Prime to go night-night. He's gonna close his eyes. I'm not gonna whisper sweet nothings in his ear, though, because I am not like that. I'm a witch. As a reminder, tonight is the bloody lunar eclipse. Go look at it. It's like, I don't know if it's waxing, waning crescent right now. Hold on, waxing, wax on, wax off. Yes, I liken my astronomy, moon, waxing and waning to Karate Kid. It is such a great way to think about it. Like the waxing, you wax on, you go in a right. Oh my God, Prime, I'm not even going to do this. We will talk about Karate Kid and waxing and waning moons and crescents another night, okay? Because everyone, I want to do the Mickey Mouse Club outro right now so badly. Shout out Burbank, California. Walt Disney headquarters. Oh, I'll be there next week. I'll be doing studio shit next week. Yeah, I'm gonna go do studio shit. All right, everyone. Do we hope Prime is asleep yet as he dreams about his Manitoba polar bears who will not attack him because he does not live in a place where he needs polar bear protection. All right, everyone. I've hit the 1 hour mark. Friendly reminder, go check out the moon. Happy full moon. Happy full blood lunar eclipse moon, everyone. Few things that I would like to share with you guys as always. I do have 2 seats available if anyone wants. Like, these are your own seats. You can go do your own StreamYard shit. The only reason why I'm offering it is because they're just sitting there. Yeah, I do have 2 other channels, but I don't do anything with those channels. And I don't want to start oh God, streaming to 2 other channels. But the content here is going to change a little bit. I have control back of my channel. I don't have to worry about like really bad, like smelly arty farty parties, if you know what I mean. As a reminder, everyone, let's do some good night moon. One night prime, if you come up here, I will read good night moon to you. Or I will read go the fuck to sleep. But not in the Samuel Jackson voice because there's only one Samuel L. Jackson, right? So everyone, thank you for coming. Let's get to our reminders. I hope everyone has a great morning, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope it's a beautiful one. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I'm out of here. Good night, everyone. Fuckers.